Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, welcome to the Daily Grind. How you doing out there this morning? Good, I hope. I hope you're having a great morning. Hope you have a great day today, by golly, all day. Let's get to it. We're going to talk about that three-letter word again today. Some people don't like, but we're going to do it. God. People say, well, God's got your life all planned out. God's got this guy. Listen, if that was the case, then you wouldn't have free will. You'd be a puppet. I do believe that God gives us choices all the time, and we can go in more than one direction. If we listen, He'll guide us to the right choice, and we can make a better choice than what we would have made ourselves. It says in the book that we have to make our way in this world. It doesn't say God's got your life all planned out. Sit back, relax, and let it happen. It says we have to make our way in this world. And I have found that that's true. I have to make my way in this world. God isn't Santa Claus. He just doesn't magically sprinkle everything on us and life is taken care of. It would be wonderful if that's the way it happened, but that hasn't been my experience or anybody that I know for that matter. However, what I have found is by making friends with God and keeping God in my life, first and foremost, I get a lot of guidance. A lot of doors get opened. I get a lot of help. But I've also found that the more work I do for God, the more work God will do for me. In other words, the more I bless His people, the more He pours His blessings out on me. He says He wants my cups runneth over to runneth over. And if my cups are running over with blessings and I'm using them to bless other people, He's going to keep pouring them in there. That's what I have found in my life, my experience, is the more I bless others, the more He blesses me. So it's a two-way street. It's like any relationship. The more you put into it, the more you get out of it. The less you put into it, the less you get out of it. I say this all the time. If you ask God to move a mountain, bring a damn shovel because you got some digging to do. What do I mean by that? I mean, like if I say, God, I need to move this mountain, and I just sit there, probably not much going to happen. But if I grab a shovel and start digging, and I keep talking to God about it, say, boy, I could really use some help moving this mountain. Then before you know it, somebody else might show up with a shovel. And then, I find out they need some help with something. I help them out, and then lo and behold, a backhoe will show up and start digging in a dump truck, and they'll be loading that dump truck, and it's getting out of there faster. And then if I help somebody else out or help them out, then somebody else shows up. That's how it works, man. Do your part, and things will happen. As far as just going to sit in the building on Sunday and listening to His word, doesn't really put you in a relationship with Him. Just means that you hear what somebody else has to say about Him. Doesn't mean anything other than that you've heard what somebody else has to say about Him. Do yourself a favor and build your own relationship. Talk to God directly, and you'll get answers. He'll talk back to you. You'll have a personal relationship with God, and then things are different. Then you know God, and you know how God works in your life, and it's really it's a totally different thing. It's awesome. It's really awesome. My perception and my understanding of God growing up got skewed by other people and what they said, and I really had no idea. I had a belief in God, but I didn't know God. There's a big difference. You can believe in God. What good does that do you? If you know God, then that's something different. I believe that there's some neighbors in the house down the road because I see them. But if I get down there and get to know them, then it's possible they might help me out sometime, or I might help them out sometime, or we can build a relationship and a friendship, and things can get done together that they couldn't separate. Just believing they're there doesn't do me any good. But knowing they're there and knowing them and building a relationship with them, well, that can change the whole thing. And it's the same with God. So learn to talk to God every day. Keep Him first and foremost in your mind, and He'll help you to make better choices. Uh, Bless His people, help Him out, help Him do His work, and He will bless you even more than you could have possibly ever imagined. That's been my experience. It works great. God is a great friend to have on your side. Um, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great weekend. I'll see you tomorrow.